Alright guys, welcome to this video. I just want to have a training para sa inyo kung paano po gawin itong trabaho nito. And as you are still waiting for the other training, in-depth training about setting up webinar system. So ngayon, ito po muna yung i-record ko and directly publish para meron po kayong dagdag na kalaman. So this one is instruction, just an audio request, audio, and you just have to listen. So one thing, once you know the tools, when you already have the skill sets, even just listening to the audio instructions, kaya nyo pong gawin yon. Kaya nyo gawin or tapusin yung mga trabaho kasi alam mo na yung gagawin mo. So basically, I will just allow you to listen first to the audio, and then I will let you see how we do it. So as for example, there's a request here. The very first thing that we need to do is to take some notes. So I'm just go and open a notepad there, so that I will just be able to type in yung sasabihin ng client, ano yung gusto niyang request.
Hey, Princess, hope you had a great weekend. Quick request for you guys, if either of you can handle this for me before midnight my time, it's just before 4 o'clock, so it's 8 hours from now. That would be amazing. I know it's going to be really get this, but here's what we need. James set up a page in Instapage. It should be called something like How to Coach. He's going to mention it on Monday morning's podcast episode. Basically, we need that page published and connected to Instapage, connect Instapage to Active Campaign, so that when they opt in, they get tagged in Active Campaign with a tag like How to Coach, interest list, or something like that. And then whatever you publish the page as, just make sure that number one, it's mobile formatted, and secondly, that there is a redirect. So jameswetmore.com/how-to-coach goes to that Instapage, because that's the link he's going to mention on the podcast episode. Okay, shouldn't take too long, but if either of you are able to help me out with this, just go ahead and reply in this little group chat we have here, and whoever replies first is helping me out big time. All right, thanks so much, guys.
Okay, so hopefully nakuha niyo po yung instruction. So ito po yung kailangan gawin. So there is a How to Coach page in Instapage, sabi ni Jill. So Instapage, tapos ang dapat gawin is i-publish yung page, tapos i-connect sa Active Campaign. So there are two tools that we're going to work on today in this video. So Instapage at saka Active Campaign. So these are two software. Instapage is basically software. Instapage basically a page builder, and Active Campaign is an email marketing tool or software. So in Active Campaign, we will have this tag, dun po to gagawin, and in pag-publish, dun po to sa Instapage. And sa mobile formatted, kailangan mobile formatted, that means dapat ang page, pag ma-publish, kahit ang user na mag-view ng page ay nasa cellphone, like smartphones, Android or iOS, they will still be able to view the page, and that is a feature also of an Instapage. Okay, so now alin pa? So we also work on redirect. So there's also a WordPress work here. So I'm gonna show you how to do all these things in this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and proceed. And by the way, I have additional things in here, though these are all the requests of Jill. So I saw some missing things that needed to be done. So one of it is to install the pixel code. So I'm also going to show that in this video. And also lastly is create a thank you page. So I think one of it is create a thank you page, TY page or thank you page, basically just basic. Okay, so I will show you that, and also this will include some of Instapage work where I could show you how easy it is to actually work on Instapage. So hope you're excited. Now let's go ahead and get started. So Jill already replied yes. Okay, so I will also one of the things, sometimes they miss some instructions. So if you know what are the things that you need to get done, kahit wala na po sa instructions, the included sa instruction, you'll be able to do it kasi alam mo na yung gagawin mo. So that's what we call having a skill set. It will help the client, and also it will help you get things faster. Okay, so let's go ahead without further ado, because marami ng ado. Okay, so let's get started. So first things first, go to Instapage. There is a how to coach page here. So basically I tried to search for each of this folder, and by the way, this is Instapage. Once you're logged into Instapage, you just have to go to landing pages to find those pages. So mayroong mga groups dito. It's kind of a folder that contains all the pages. So meron ding mga pages that is outside the folders. So I think here it is. So how to coach. One of the things how you would find the pages is use the feature of your browser, Control F, that is find in the page. So just type in how to, and I found it. So it says how to coach. That's how I found it. And you could also find it individually in each folder if it's not outside the folder. So good thing it was outside the folder, so it's easy to find. So let's go ahead in clicking this, clicking that page, and then we will be able to edit the design. So let's take a look at this first. Edit the design so that you will get some overview of what Instapage is. So this is Instapage. You see that this is a drag and drop page editor or landing page editor. You see, madadrag ko lang siya kahit saan ko gusto, ma-align ko siya, and it's pretty amazing and very easy to use. You know, napakagaling ng Instapage, and dito may mga other settings here where you could do another stuff, add functionality, add JavaScripts, add extra HTML codes like that, and change font sizes or font family like that, page backgrounds, and so on and so forth. So mayroon po ditong block styles and so on and so forth. Okay, so here's the thing. So we just have to publish it. So that's the first thing that we need to do in order for us to publish Instapage page. So we just have to get out from this editing page. Wala dito yung publish page. So you just go back to exit the builder. Kasi in builder, most likely ang gagawin mo doon is to edit the page, make some changes and anything like that. Now, by the way, it mentioned that it needs to be mobile formatted. So before we publish it, it's a good thing. Let's go back to the edit the design so that I will show you could see where you would be able to see the mobile version. So here you will see that this is also a feature of Instapage. So if you just click mobile, so now this is how it looks in a mobile or a mobile devices. So you see that it's smaller, and the arrangement of this box here are also arranged properly. Okay, so you could align it right. Sometimes hindi po align properly yung mga bagay-bagay dito, mga bagay-bagay. Okay, so bagay-bagay, tuna. Okay, so you just have to rearrange things here para po align properly. So I could actually highlight things like just Photoshop, and then I think I could make it more aligned at the bottom, farther from the logo, like that. Okay, so and also I could probably get this opt-in box here lower that way. So that is okay. So and now sometimes magbubuhol-buhol po to, sometimes like that. So sometimes overlapping each other once you are editing in desktop. So every time make sure that you go every time on mobile so that you will be able to recheck and fix the things that needed to be fixed. I'll just undo things here, going back to their normal view. So I think that's it. Yeah, so I think that's it. Okay, so what else? I think let's go more at the top. There you go. Okay, so that's it. And after that, again, I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna go and exit the builder. We're good with the desktop and mobile version. So that's already checklist. So we're published. We have done the mobile formatted, and we haven't done the pixel code just yet. So I'm gonna go back to that later on. So we could go back anytime to edit the design and add anything that we needed to add. So now let's go back first to publishing this first. Okay, so let's publish this. And there are options in publishing. You could use WordPress, Drupal, demo page, and most likely we use custom page. So since we already have all these domains here, we already have all this business by design training. This is a domain that we've installed. So basically, hindi na natin kailangang mag-add. So if it's need be, you don't know how, wala pa ditong custom domain, mayroon po yung integrations sa settings ng Instapage. So you just go to settings, mayroon po diyang mga domains where you will be able to add domains. And once you add domains, meron po kayong instruction to follow if you add a domain here. Mayroon po kayong i-connect na mga DNS like that, mga DNS setup, and so on and so forth. You just have to follow through this. In order for you to have that settings, going back here, in order for you to have those lists of domains in the publishing of the custom domain. So I think we will do this last since we have this in order here. So I think let's install first the pixel code, and then we will connect it to ActiveCampaign. Then we will publish it last. Okay, so we will publish that last. So, and also I'm gonna create the thank you page. That should be a different one. Actually, creating the thank you page should be the first one that we need to do. Connect to ActiveCampaign. So connect to ActiveCampaign. Yeah. So the publishing should be last. So here's the thing. So before we, I think we need to install the pixel codes. Also, we have to do this on the thank you page. So we have to also do it. Okay. So since this is a quick task, I don't necessarily have to put this on Asana. So para mas madalian po. There are urgent tasks that need to get done fast. So you don't necessarily have to put it on a project management tool. So you just have to get through it and try to put all the things that necessarily need to get done. Now, before we proceed and get things here, about the pixel code, we already have pixel code for other pages like this. Let me just get into that. Let me edit the design of the other pages. So one of the things that you could do, in order for you to figure it out, sometimes there are pixel codes that you needed or other codes. The thing is, you might probably able to find that on other pages. So in this case, I have it in pixel in this page. So I just have to copy that. So I will just have to copy that, and there you have it. And I'm gonna exit builder. So I already have a notepad again open. So I could actually just append this into our existing notepad. So install pixel code. So let's say ID that. And then the other thing is, I think there's a thank you page for this. So let me check this. And there should be script and GDPR. And in the body code, no. So it seems like it haven't been installed here. So probably it was on the design. So there are many locations that you could actually install the script. And I'm gonna show you where is the best to install it. Oh no, there's no lead. There's no lead there. The lead script. So I'm finding the lead script that we could just copy. So it's just pretty simple code though, but I don't want to mess up. So as much as possible, if I'm able to copy it, so I know or have the exact code, then I will do that. So there's no script here. So edit the design. Bear with me, please. I'm looking. Yeah, so this is the script. So this is the script, FPQ colon track lead. So this is a Facebook code for a thank you page to be installed in the thank you page. So there we go. So this should be an in the thank you page. It will be another code for install pixel code ID. There you go. So we're going to do 3 things. Okay, so now we go back. So we already got the codes that we needed. The next thing we needed to do is to go back to that page. Tong 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 pakitong kitong alimango. Dito na po tayo sa how to coach, and now we're here. Let's go first and go back to editing. Later na lang. So first things first, I think I want to duplicate this so that I could create a thank you page. Okay, so how to coach, I'm gonna rename this first. So I will publish the thank you page. You will know why I did this first, why I'm doing this first. Okay, so that nagbisaya na ako. So that hindi na tayo magbalik-balik, going out, going in, and so on and so forth. So you will learn later on along the way. So how to coach, you will just say TY or thank you page. So rename it. And also if you click that, and by the way, there should be an SEO for this, so no page title and so on and so forth. How to coach, you could actually just do that. Okay, and you could get more copy of this, keywords, description, and so on the page itself. So if we go to that page and click edit, learn how to become a badass coach. Actually, we could get that copy and put that as an SEO. Learn how to become a badass coach. Like that. So save, and yeah. So now we edit this page, and remember that we have this script here, script on GDPR. Also, we have the script inside here. There is also JavaScript. You could install JavaScript here in the body, footer, head, and so on and so forth in HTML, CSS, and so on. But I recommend this to actually install it outside. Yung kaninang pinakita ko. The reason for that is so that you don't have to install it individually on every pages here. So for example, my split test for this page. When you have split tests, you have to individually go to each of that A and B pages para install yung individually code. But if it's just the same code, it's more likely to actually install on that previous installation location. Now, in this thank you page, simply, we'll just have to say, stay informed with just one click. We just have to actually get into this. We just have to basically delete some of the content. I-delete po natin yan, and then we will just make it relatable. Yung sasabihin natin, learn how to become a badass coach. You will just say here, I will just thank you. You're now the client's bigger breakthrough and results. Stay informed and click learn more about our coaching technologies. Things become available. Thank you. You're now on the list. You're now on the list. What should we say? You're now on the list. You're now on the list. Probably will say on the priority list. Priority list. Receiving coaching technology. Become a badass coach. gonna say? Make it simple. Thank you. Thank you. Watch out for your inbox. Watch out. In your inbox. Watch out. Your inbox. Let me just think through what should we write here. Okay, so I think this is it. I just said thank you, then you're now on the priority list. Watch out in your inbox for the email that we will send about our coaching technologies, things that become available. So I just actually get the other copy and add some of the appropriate wording for saying thank you. Okay, so that's it for this. And then before we get out to this page, make sure we have installed the pixel code that we have. Remember? So ito po yung pixel code. Same pixel ID ni James over this client to save. Now I already have it, and before we exit, make sure we check into mobile version of this page, and there you have it. So now let's make it arranged properly. So let's move things around, make it smaller, and probably this part here, and make everything centered. And yeah, there you have it. And I think I'd like to make it that way, smaller. Much better. Okay, so much better ba? So let's highlight all this, and I think there should be an alignment and make it distribute horizontally. So I think it's aligned properly now. Yeah, so same. Good thing. We're good. So now let's click save and let's exit on this page. So probably makes it a little bit of water. So let's save again and let's exit the builder. Since we already have installed the pixel code, and lastly in this part here, let's install this script. So again, remember that we have meron po tayong script installation location inside the editor kanina in the edit design, and also we have this outside. Ito po yung where you could install a script that will be applied to general pages. Kahit meron po ditong meron pong split test sa loob, meron pong mga maraming pages, you could actually create split test in ActiveCampaign. If they have the same code to be installed, you could actually just put everything here in the script. So here, most likely ito po yung FB track lead. Ito po yung Facebook pixel code na kailangan install to para po sa pixel code sa thank you page po yan ini-install yung lead, and sometimes it is complete registration like that. So ang mangyayari po is you have to install it on the body. Sa body po yan, instruction po yan ng Facebook. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. Tapos na po tayo sa thank you page. Tapos na po tayo mag-install ng pixel code and also the lead code. Then now let's publish this. So malalaman niyo po ngayon kung bakit pinapublish natin una yung thank you page. So custom page, let's go ahead and get into this business by design training.net, and then how to coach, let's just say how to coach TY. Publish and confirm. So when we visit this page now, so it should now be clickable in a few seconds. There you go. So now if you visit that page, we should now be able to see that thank you page that we just created. There you go. So if we confirm, if you press F12 in your keyboard, it will open up this inspect element feature of the browser, and then you will have this mobile version here. If you click that, you will be able to see how it looks in mobile version. So meron po tayong mga unit dito. You could go with a Galaxy S5. That's how it looks. Pixel 2 and iPhone X, like that. You see that it just looks good, and everything is just aligned properly and fit. Just problem is this white text. Well, that's okay. So let's go ahead and let's go back. Let's exit this element. Now, one thing that you will notice, this one is a Facebook Pixel Helper. So this is one of the tools that you could install. This is an extension of Google Chrome. In this case, I'm using Vivaldi. It's pretty much like Chrome. So you will see that this is a Facebook Pixel Helper, so that we will be able to see if the code or the pixel that we have installed for Facebook is actually working. So we have page view, which is a general code or pixel event of Facebook, and also we have lead. So now remember that we have track lead earlier that we have installed, so that means it's successfully installed. You see this check green checks there. So yun po yung installation. That means the installation is properly So it was installed properly. Okay po? So yun po yung mga bagay-bagay na ating kailangang malaman. So now we are done with the thank you page. Let's go back to the original How to Coach page, to the opt-in page. The opt-in page is most commonly the term for this. This is an opt-in page where people opt in for their email in order for them to get the content that has been promised here. So let's go ahead and edit the design. Let's go back. So because we need to actually install the script, or I mean the ID. So notice wala po tong FB track lead dito kasi hindi pa po yan thank you page. So thank you page po to ini-install. Okay, so let's go into Facebook Pixel and install the ID, and there you have it. And now we also need to connect this to ActiveCampaign. But before that, you see that, remember that we already published the thank you page. So after that they submit this, for example, start for free, what will happen is that it needs to be submitted somewhere. So you need to edit this box here. Let's edit. And then click the submission. It needs to go somewhere. So remember that we already created the Instapage page earlier. So we could just find that, How to Coach TY. So this is a thank you page. So now, after they submit their information there, and then click this button, they will be redirected to that thank you page. So again, let's edit and go to submission. This is where you're able to see that, and you must select the page, or if you know the exact URL, you could actually select that. Okay, so since it's Instapage, let's just click that Instapage page. So there you have it. So now we have we're done with this. Let's go ahead and click save, and then we need to exit back. We already installed the Analytics or Facebook Pixel, and also we embedded the thank you page. So that's why we have to publish the thank you page first earlier, so that we will be able to use that here, because when you click the submission here and the page haven't been published yet, this will not show up on this list here. Only the published pages will be shown up here. Okay, so now let's go ahead again, last one more time to check the mobile version, and then let's exit the builder. Everything's good. Last thing is meron na naman akong delivery. Ako po, wala pa akong ligo. Oh my God, para sa inyo. Marami pa tayong kailangang matutunan para sa inyo. Hindi pa ako naligo. Okay? Tapos meron pang Shopee store ba? Okay? Coming na yung order. Patay ako ngayon. Wala akong pera. So, here we go. Baka manawag nito. Bibilisan lang natin. So, let's go ahead and get into integrations. Ito po yung ActiveCampaign. So, remember that we're going to connect it to ActiveCampaign. So, dito po yan gagawin sa integrations. So, we will have here a form integrations. And remember that we have a form earlier on the page. So, it will only show up here. If wala po kayong form sa page, when you click this, it will say you don't have any form in your page. Pero mayroon po tayong form earlier, di ba? They will enter their email address, that is the form. So that's why it show up. So meron po tayong ActiveCampaign here. So we have to click that. And since it's already been connected, this account has already been connected. Pero kung wala pa pong account, dito po nyo gagawin yan. You just have a new account. So just follow through to the instructions that they will be given here. Kung ano po yung gagawin, you will just have to provide the token, and so on and so forth. You see here, add new account. Meron pong API key and API URL. And here's an instruction po kung saan nyo po yan kukunin. Okay? So, now we go to Active Campaign and we select the list. So, there's only one list for this client. And then we'll just click Continue. And here, there's a problem. We are in the tag section, but this tag haven't been created yet. So, that's why we have to go to Active Campaign. So, we have to log in. And you need to have all this information. You need to have this domain, subdomain .activehosted.com para po mag-login sa client Active Campaign account. Okay, so you need to know this kasi you need to know the address kasi iba-iba po yung address ng account sa Active Campaign. And then, now we go to contacts. Dito po yun makikita yung pag-create ng tags. Then you go to manage tags. So yung pong that's the way I beat boring things. Sometimes I bored waiting when pages loading. Kaya po just beat some music from my mouth. Now, kasi hindi pa yun na-create ang tigas ng Tagalog ko, no? So, kailan po yan. At least I communicated with you. Para po to sa lahat ng mga Filipino. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. Naglo-load po yung isip ko. Ano nga yung tag na gagamitin. So, it says how to coach interest. So, let's, ito po, sometimes you have to decide it on your own. If you know a naming convention of creating tags, then you will have an advantage. And sometimes you just have to wait for the client. Ano po yung exact tag to create. So since Jill just said, okay, how to coach interest or something like that. She said like that. So that means it's my decision what to do. So in my case, I will just say it, lead, and then I will going to say how to coach. How to coach like that. Okay. So and then it would be good if I'm gonna say it 2020. And probably in the future we will have let's just remove the date then. So lead how to coach. Now that's created, let's go back to Active Campaign and let's go back here so that this will refresh, continue, and go back to tags, and let's see if it's already been here. How to coach. There you go. So that this tag already been fetched. Okay, so we just created that earlier, right? So there you go, and continue. So now in the fields, we just have to get into make sure that we're collecting email address, make sure the data from Instapage will be passed on to the email field in Active Campaign. So because this is the Active Campaign there. So click continue and click finished. Woohoo! Now you see that it says connected. That means it's already been integrated to Active Campaign. So let's close it out. Oops. Dapat hindi ko pala kinlose. Go back lang. So click OK. Again, click again the page. And then we will now, I think the last thing that we need to do is to publish. So now we're done with the installation of code integration, and I think in the scripts, remember this is not the thank you page, so hindi po yun i-install yung lead pixel code. So I think one last thing I think is the SEO kasi sa thank you page natin yun nilagay. So probably just how to coach, how to become a badass coach. And basically, we could just copy the other content. Oops. Kainis naman eto. Ano ba yan? Let's just preview the page first so that we will be able to copy the text here and put it on our SEO. So, there you go. Oops. Hindi pala ako makakapag-copy nito. Ano ba yan? Okay, let's go back and probably just edit the page instead. So let's edit the page, and actually I could read it here. I should have just read it. let's just copy that and let's go back to set builder. As simple as it is. Go back. Good thing with Instapage is mabilis naman po siya. So it's not that bad. Okay, so let's go to meta description. Learn how to become badass coach. So like that. So I will just say here, we James Wedmore. For the keywords, James Wedmore, bad, how to coach, probably coaching. Yeah, so I think that's it. And click save. And then let's go back, and we're good with everything. So let's just publish this and custom domain. And the same thing, we need to go to that address and let's say how to coach. So remember that we have a how to coach TY for thank you page. Now this is the opt-in page, so how to coach without space. So let's just do that. Published and confirm. And let's go ahead and click this. Now we're published. Business by Design, how to coach. So there you go. The page is ready. And again, F12 to check. Oops, sorry. F12 to check for the mobile version of the page, and we're good. Everything's good. So let's go ahead and try to publish this. And actually, I have to fix this white space here because this is an opt-in page. We don't want that in an opt-in page. So let's just try this first. So I'm gonna type in Charlie Frenzel plus testing at gmail.com, and we should be redirected after we submitted it. Start for free button. It should be on how to coach TY. There you go. You see that now we're being redirected to the thank you page, and the script good. And let's go back to the opt-in page. Make sure that the script, the page view is good, and the pixel ID is good. So that, my friend, how to set up the page. And lastly, we need to redirect it. So now we are going to get into the thank you page. We're done with this part. We're now doing this redirect page here. So let's go ahead and get into the jameswhatever.com/wps-admin. So this is a WordPress page. So that means we need to log into the WordPress backend of our client's WordPress account or WordPress site. So I have all the login information saved on our LastPass, so pretty easy to fill in. That's how we work. We save everything on LastPass. So here we go. So in order for us to create a redirect, we have to go to the plugin. In tools under tools, there is what we call Redirection Tool. So this is a plugin you need to install. You just have to find it on the plugin repository of WordPress. If you go here on plugins, you just have to install it. You just have to find the redirections and then install. And now let's go ahead and get into this. This is how we create that page. This is how you set the redirect. So remember that we have this published to how to coach, right? So let's copy that address, copy link address, and then let's go back to the redirect. So this is the WordPress, and then let's go ahead and put that as target URL. Okay, target URL. Now the source URL, you just have to find, you just have to put / and then how to coach. Then we will add additional / and question mark, and then check this regular expression. So let me explain this more deeply. / when you add / to this first, means that it's going to go to whatever the domain it is. So for example, this one is www.jameswedmore. So that means when we add this redirection, it will automatically become like this, jameswedmore.com / how to coach. You could actually do this, but since it's already ano ba yung tawag niyan? It's already ano po yan sa system ng WordPress, that it's already sabotable. Sabotable. It's already understood by the system that if you do this like that, you are representing this as a home page. So this is the home page of this page. So that means it will just do the same. Whether you have this or you don't have that, it will still go to that location. So now, the purpose of this question mark, this / question mark, and then we check this regular expression is so that when we go to this page, yan po, sorry, ay napindot ko, aloy. So let's go back. Okay, so when we go to this page, how to coach, ganito po yan. Kung hindi nyo po ilalagay ito and hindi po nyo sini-check, ito po yung mangyayari. If you go to this page, halimbawa, ganito lang po yung ginawa nyo. Ganyan lang po. So, if you go to this page, the page will load. But if you go to this page, sometimes, meron pong mga instances na you have that / extra at the end. Ang mangyayari po is that it will not load. It will say, page not found. But if you have this / it's going to mangyayari po, whether you have / or not, whether you have this or you have that, you don't have that, what will happen is that it will still load. Yun po yung purpose niyan, bakit yung may question mark at /. Okay, then click add redirection, and there you have it. So redirection has been added. So now you could copy this page, copy link address, and then if you see, it now says, what will happen now here? You see that if I'm going to visit this page, I'm going to remove that. Remember, so this is now the page. We just copy that here. Yan na po yung link. So mangyayari po is once we load this, if we load this, it will redirect to this. Magiging ganito po yan. So let's go ahead and click enter. Ting, 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 ting. You see that it becomes how to coach, business by design, how to coach. Yan po yung tinatawag na redirect. Yun po yung redirect. So again, we are in WordPress. We created that link, redirect link, para po magmula sa jameswadmore.com, like that, whatever domain of our client is going to be na gusto nila na magmula. You just have to install the redirection plugin. Then you have to decide what is the link. Okay, so now that we have that, we just have to copy the link. Remember, I've said earlier that if we have that / it still load. So hopefully it will. There you go. So it still loads, right? So naglo-load pa rin po yung page. Wala pong problema. So even you have or you don't have the /. Okay, so that's it po, mga kaibigan. The last thing that you need to do is to make sure that you copy that link and you need to update the client. So in this case, I will say, I will have, I will just reply. Oops, I should not include that. So I could edit my message faster. So save, and then you see, this is what's the use of that SEO earlier. Once you share a link in social media or other location, like even in LastPass or any communication tool, it will fetch the title of the page and also the meta description. Okay, good thing that it happened here. And then I will add additional information here. I also install the FB Pixel and created a simple thank you page here. One thing, remember that we have it TY. Oops, not jameswadmore.com. There you go. Created here. If you could give some copy about for the TY page, just let me know. If you give some copy to the TY, just let me know. And also I installed the Pixel, what we installed earlier. So in-install po natin yung lead Pixel on the TY page. And lastly is, I think, ano yung sasabihin natin dito? If you could give me some guidance, really also install the pixel on the TY page. So I think those are the information that our client needs. And also, by the way, the tag I use is, remember, we need to get into that active hosted. So we have interest. I think that is lead how to coach. So let's just reply to this, and I use the tag. So let's make this bold. There we go. And that's all there is to it. So make sure when you are done with the work, make sure you update the client with all the information that they needed, and then you will just wait for the reply, whatever changes that they request or additional things that they needed for the page to get done, or anything that they might request from you. So yan po mga kaibigan, how to do these things, how to set up pages. Natuto po kayo ngayon about Active Campaign, natuto po kayo about WordPress redirection, also an Instapage software. So you've learned a couple of things today, and also including installation of pixel code, integration from one software, from Instapage to Active Campaign. And I think yun po yung mga natutunan nyo ngayon. And hopefully, if you are applying for a job, you will be able to include this. Okay, I'll know Instapage, I know Active Campaign, I know all the stuff that's needed. So it is an additional arsenal for your skill set. Hopefully you enjoy this training. I know it's being lengthy, but it's worth it when you are spending your time on worthy things like increasing your knowledge and skills in order for you to be able to serve others, to serve clients. So hindi lang po yung nakatunganga, at saka ini-spend po yun natin yung time on many different things. Wala pong mga, kung sa Bisaya pa, walay kapuslanan. Sige lang kagtanaw og ML or ML naman. Sige lang kagdulag ML, sige lang tagag movie, sige lang tagag Korean. Walang nagawa sa buhay. Wala po yung, hindi po yun mapagkikitaan, sila pong kumikita sa inyo. Why not spend your time on developing your skill sets about working online? And ito po, binibigay po natin to for free. And don't forget to subscribe to your YouTube channel po, para po naman mayroon po tayong subscribers. And para po ma-inspire naman po ako, kahit I'm already inspired working and doing this, because I know it will help a lot. So, and also I do this for the glory and honor of the Lord Jesus Christ. Hopefully you enjoyed all the training. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful and have a great day. Thank you so much.